A single chair holds the center of the room. A lot of the furniture in here has been destroyed as part of that from heavy impacts. But the center chair seems perfect.
That's weird. Maybe there was an invisible person tied to the chair.
Touch and see if there's an invisible person in the chair.
I'm gonna sit in the chair.
All right. You
And
sit down
see
in
what
the
I
chair.
see. What does it look like from the chair?
You gather that the chair was probably placed here after this.
I think we should just try and lock everything up and maybe break the chair.
Why should we break the chair?
Can I actually do a little pass on the chair?
It's a chair that was probably placed here after this attack.
You didn't see anything inside the chair, right?
Is there anything under the chair? On the other side of the chair?
Appears to be a chair.
No, nothing under the chair.
Why the chair? Why in the middle of the room? Why lock it?
Is there anything in my time of torture and awful that would tell me what this chair is?
Yes. It's a chair. The rug in the center of the room gives a faint magical aura as well.
The rug?
Just focus. No.
All right, I'll cast Mage Hand and slowly peel back a corner of the carpet.
Carpet peels back
I don't know.
and then begins to kind of fold back in its space. And then kind of fold up again and it begins to slightly shift and rise. And the carpet almost seems to be just kind of gliding in the air on its own in the vicinity.
What?
I don't know.
Like flying?
And it spins towards you and then rushes in your direction. I want everyone to roll initiative.
We're fighting a carpet!
So, it goes and wraps around you and completely envelops you within itself. All of a sudden, you just see darkness, and you cannot breathe.
Oh, this is gonna suck.
You see it now, like wrapping around, and now it's like just flailing about as this carpet is crushing her little body.
I'm hurting! You can reply to this!
So you, Bo, are now enveloped by the rug.
Hey guys, I think this is wrong.
There's an additional shape, smaller than the rest. A tiny ruby-like circle that floats in the astral sea that is not tethered to anything and seems to not really fit within your understanding of the cosmos.
By its location, I'm gonna touch it.
You touch it? Okay.
Oh shit.
You touch it, and all of you hear this loud, heavy shattering sound as the window just shatters into 100 different pieces, all of them stopping about 3 feet from the window and freezing in place. You watch as Ford, standing before it in this void, gets sucked into the darkness, and the glass windows close behind them.
5 minutes later.
Let's open.
We both can take each one and open up the cabinet.
Okay, you open the inside of the cabinet, and it is empty.
Let's feel around. Feel
Stick our
around.
hands in.
Feel around.
Okay, you put your hand inside the empty cabinet, and it immediately closes on your arms as teeth suddenly emerge from the sides of the door. Cabinet. Yeah.
Now I care.
Yeah, this is full on. We're talking like dark side of Beauty and the Beast here. It's making its way forward. You are swallowed.
Oh, she's in it.
So you're inside of it right now. It just scoops you up. You watch as it lowers down and just slams the cabinet shut as Twiggy's legs, as it pulls back, the legs are kind of kicking there, and like Audrey too, it just sucks her inside of the cabinet.
Meanwhile,
I am going to trust my friends to take care of the monster, and I have a feeling about the desk.
Taking your minute to glance through, a couple of things. A glass jar, about this big, that contains about 100 or so of these small glass beads. You can see there's a large vial of ink, about that big. It's a heavy vial of ink with what looks to be this big red quill placed next to it into a little cap.
This is a death trap. This is a fucking death trap.
Another cabinet, a small porcelain doll, made of porcelain and silk. It's crafted to look like a young woman in a very fine blue and black silk dress. The hair is long and silver, and the hair in particular is very realistic.
Okay, so then what I do is think all these things can kill me, and I back away from the desk.